Would you like to get to know my channel? Stick around and we'll get started. Collaboration that I decided to take part in, and it's being hosted by Ingrid over at the Ingrid Chronicles, and there's going to be a bunch of other YouTube channels that are also going to take part in this collaboration. And so I'm excited. There's 15 questions that I'm going to be answering. So there's going to be a link to the playlist down in my description box. There's also going to be the list of the questions that I'm going to be answering, and there's going to be a link to Ingrid's channel. So if you would like to take part in this, by all means, go ahead and do a video and add it to the playlist. Number 1, what is your name and the name of your channel? So normally I would introduce myself right at the beginning of the video, but I knew that this was question number 1. So my name is Kim and I am the homeschooling Grammy. Number 2, what does the name of your channel mean? Well, the homeschooling Grammy, right? I'm a grandma, Grammy, who homeschools her grandchild. And number 3, who is your target audience? Well, homeschoolers, and I would also like to think that, because I do a lot of homeschooling stuff, but I would also like to think that other Christians like myself. All right, so on to question number 4, 3 reasons anyone should subscribe to your channel. I don't like these kinds of questions. Well, if you're a homeschooler, you should subscribe to my channel. If you love Jesus Christ, you should subscribe to my channel. If you want to know more about homeschooling and curriculum, and if you like hearing scripture, yeah, okay. I probably listed more, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, subscribe to my channel if you like any of those things. Question number 5, what do you hope to achieve with your channel? I just want to give people hope. That's my biggest thing. Like, I want people to know that they're not alone. They're not alone in their homeschooling journey, that we've all been new at this, and that we're not alone in life in general. I want that sense of community and that sense of hope in my channel. Question number 6. Who inspired you to start a channel? Probably just me watching other YouTubers, especially when I got back into homeschooling again. I was like, you know what? I don't know, maybe I have something to offer. Question number 7. What do you think you could bring to the YouTube community that isn't already there? So one of my reasons for having started my YouTube channel was because of this question. When I was looking around, because I mean, I've been a homeschooler for a very long time. I started in the mid-1990s with my own children, and so now I'm homeschooling my grandchild. And the thing that I noticed was that I was really alone in that respect. Not saying that there's not other grandparents that are homeschooling their grandchildren, but there were no YouTube channels that had grandparents homeschooling their grandchildren, at least not that I have found so far. If you are a YouTuber and you are homeschooling your grandchildren, please comment down below. I would love to connect with you. That would be so awesome. But yeah, that was my biggest thing. I just felt like, you know, as grandparents, sometimes you don't, when you're raising your grandchild, you don't fit in. Like, you don't fit in with people your age because you have a young child, and you don't fit in with the other people with young children because you're so much older than them. And so it's like this whole weird and funny place to be in. Question number 8. 3 things we should know about you. First and foremost, that I love Jesus Christ. That's, you know, the Lord is everything to me. Secondly, that I absolutely love homeschooling, and I absolutely love my family and my grandchildren. Like, they're the most important things, but, you know, God and then family. And thirdly, not many people know that I suffer from a chronic illness. It's a very rare chronic illness. I don't always like to talk about it because I don't want my illness to define who I am, because I am not my illness. And if you want to know more about it, I will link an iCard up there and you can watch a video about it. Question number 9, why did you start a YouTube channel? Well, I guess I kind of hit on this before. As much as I absolutely loved the content that I was watching, there were so many great homeschoolers, you know, on YouTube, but I was just like, something was missing. Like I was, like I said, I didn't kind of fit in either section. And then I also thought, you know what? I have a lot of experience too, that I could bring to the homeschooling community, because things were a lot different when I started homeschooling. It was, you know, we didn't have YouTube, for instance. You didn't have online. In the mid 1990s, you know, like you didn't get a chance to look at curriculum unless you were able to go to, you know, like a homeschooling curriculum type thing. And where I lived, that wasn't an option. So I looked in a little catalog type thing, and it was black and white, and I would read through and be like, okay, I hope this works. You really couldn't look inside. And so I don't know. I just thought I had some perspective that I could bring in starting my own channel. Number 11, which camera do you use to record videos? It's bare minimum around here. There's nothing fancy going on. I don't have any special lighting. I don't have any special anything. It's my phone. That's it. That's what I use. I use my phone. So on to question number 12. Have you ever met anyone from YouTube in real life? And the answer to that question is yes. It was the most awesome experience ever. So what I did, and I don't know. I might have to go back and see. I might have privatized some of those videos, but I'm going to probably release some of them so that you can see. But yes, I have met several other YouTubers. I actually did an East Coast road trip last year, and that was my whole purpose, was to meet other YouTubers that I had become friends with on a Facebook group called YouTube and Blog Collaborators. And so it was the coolest experience of my whole life. I have become friends with these ladies, and one of them has become one of my best friends, and her name is Ingrid, and she's actually the one that's hosting this collaboration. It was just an amazing thing. So yes, I've met Ingrid from Ingrid Chronicles. I've also met Darlene from The Recycled Mom, and I also met up with Net and Tina from Net and Tina. And I will leave links to their channels down below, and you can check them out. They're awesome ladies, just wonderful. It was such an amazing experience. I can't even begin to tell you how blessed I was by that time that I spent with each one of these people. So on to question number 13. How often will you upload videos for your viewers? So I try to be as consistent as I can be. Word Wednesdays, especially so. Because of my chronic illness, there are times where my channel has kind of been dead. My chronic illness causes extreme pain. So when I'm in a flare, it makes it really, really hard. I have pain every day, but when it's an extreme flare day, then it's even more difficult. So I try to keep up as much as I can. Word Wednesdays, you can pretty much guarantee that I'm on it. But yeah, unfortunately, if you see gaps and spaces in my channel, it's not because I've disappeared off the scene, but it's because I'm just having a hard time physically. To question number 14. Does your family and friends support you in making videos? My husband is super, super supportive of me making videos. He's so awesome. He watches every single one of them and gives me a like. I think that's kind of nice. And most everybody else, like my sister knows, my kids know. Not many people know. Not many of my friends and family know. I'm kind of weird about that kind of stuff. This is gonna sound strange. I'm private in many ways in my life. How do I want to say? Like, it's funny because I can sit here and have this conversation because it feels like I'm talking to myself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at myself as I'm, making these videos. But in person, if I get around numerous people, or I'm very shy, kind of introverted, So I have a hard time. So even with me going to meet all these other YouTubers, it was the biggest blessing, and I was terrified at the same time. But it was so cool. It's like I said, it's so hard to explain. So no, I don't tell a lot of people about my channel. So very few people. And then once in a while, I'll feel gutsy. And I actually did that this morning with a friend of mine. And I actually sent her one of my Word Wednesdays. I don't do that. So yeah, they probably would be supportive if they knew. Ask a question. Question number 15. Do you have any tips or advice for others who are just starting a YouTube channel? Here's my biggest tip for you. Have fun. Just have fun. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing or how somebody else is doing it. Just be you. Be you and have fun. I know lots of people are out there because they want their numbers to grow humongously. I'm not one of those channels. It has taken me 2 years to get where I am at now, and I'm fine with that. I just have fun with it. It's my outlet. It's something that I like to do. It is something that gives me pleasure. I'd like to help other people. I'd like to give other people hope. And I really pray that that's what everyone gets when they come away from watching one of my videos. Well, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. Thank you, Ingrid, for hosting this collaboration. It was an awesome idea. It's not anything I've ever done on my channel before, so I just love this, and I can't wait to watch everyone's video and learn a little bit more about all of you. God bless and take care, and I will talk to you again soon.